Today's best music, 98.3 The Key. It's Big Jim. It's Stacey Lee. You know, I'm really surprised that Stacey's keyboard and stuff hasn't shorted out. She's been drooling all morning long. Let's welcome him to the show, Jesse Lee Soffer. He plays Jay Hillstead on NBC Chicago PD. Welcome to the show, Jess. How are you?
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right, so I wasn't far off because you were in Chicago Fire as well, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Last year, my character started out on Fire. I did like 7 or 8 episodes, and then PD got going, and we all crossed over onto that. And we still cross over. You know, they're on our show every once in a while. We're on their show every once in a while.
Okay.
It's one big universe here.
All right. So now let's start at the very beginning. You started your acting career when you were 6 years old. Landed a Kix cereal commercial.
That's right. That was my first Kix cereal commercial.
So I just got to ask you, what is your favorite? What's your favorite cereal now? Is it still Kix?
No, man, I don't think I've eaten Kix since that day filming that commercial, to be honest. I think I ate probably like 19 boxes of it and was so sick from it that it was like traumatizing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But favorite cereal? Oh my God, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Right
I mean, although it's like a dessert. Let's be honest, it's like a dessert. That stuff's crack.
It's very true.
Yeah. But
Well,
that was my first gig. I asked my mom if I could be on TV, and she didn't know what to do. And then coincidentally, we met a manager that gave us her card and said, I could put them in commercials, and then it just went from there.
Wow.
That's
It's a good
cool.
start, man. Well, now you're doing Chicago PD. Tell us the latest and greatest. What can we expect?
It's going to be great. Tonight, 10/9 Central is our premiere of Season 2. We're going to start off pretty quick with Who Killed Jin. Last season in the finale, the character Jin was murdered, and a lot of people think Voight did it, our lead guy, our sergeant. So we're going to be getting to the bottom of that tonight. And Season 2 is going to be action-packed. Every script I open up, to start working on, I'm like, okay, car chase, okay, gunfight, all right, crazy stunt swimming through the Chicago River. Like, it's going to be insane. So it'll be fun for the fans.
Now, does your show really mirror the Chicago PD at all? Do you guys talk to the Chicago PD?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with the Chicago PD every day. They, all of our technical advisors are cops that have been on the force for, upwards of 30 years. They're writing stories. They're giving real life stories to the writers, so that they can turn them into scripts for us. And then they're on set with us all day, making sure that we look right and we're thinking right and our head is in the right place. Being cops in the given moment. And also, all the cops you see in the background, all the extras, in the bullpen in the district, on set, if we're at a crime scene or something, they're all real Chicago PD on their day off. So the show's really authentic.
That's awesome.
Well, it must be such a big difference from going from, this kind of action-type show from As the World Turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I did soaps for a while. I was on As the World Turns for like 4 years. That was almost. I think I started that 10 years ago. I was 20, and it was great. Soaps are really fun, and those are really fast paced. You're filming an entire episode in a day.
Wow.
So you're waking up in the morning, you have a cup of coffee, you learn 30 pages of dialogue, and then you go film it.
Wow.
Every day.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's insane, and it's great. And, it's like college too. It's like you're working that muscle. As an actor, to be able to memorize that much. It's pretty fantastic. Obviously, this is a little bit more fun. I get to carry a gun and punch bad guys. So.
Yeah.
Well, and then, okay, on a far note, you played in the movie on, I think it was a Lifetime movie, Jodi Arias, The Dirty Little Secret. And I watched that trial, and I'm like, that's where I know him from. You played the guy that she is convicted of killing. Wow.
Travis Alexander.
Yes.
Travis Alexander. Yeah.
Wow. What was that like?
I mean, it was heavy. It was pretty dark. I signed on to do it. When after I read the script and talked with the director, it was obvious that the way that they were portraying it was that she was obviously guilty, and that's where my my thought was. So that's how I felt about it. And I was like, if this is how we're going to portray it, that, you know, because she had been smearing him with a lot of, you know, he was sexually aggressive and you know, tormented me and was you know, a pervert and all sorts of stuff like that. And I think all of that was really just a smear campaign to you know, to kind of tarnish his name and all that stuff. And the truth was, you know, she was like a sociopath, and it was a really brutal murder. And I figured as long as we were doing that justice and depicting it that way, then we were going to do a good job. Yeah. And I hope I did him justice.
You did do a good
job.
Right by him. You did a great job. I thought that movie was pretty good. So there you go. All right, well, there we are. Chicago PD. It kicks off tonight.
Yeah, tonight, 10/9 Central. Better tune in, or else.
Jesse.
Or else.
Yeah, or else. He's got a gun. Remember that, people. Jesse, thank you so much for taking some time with us this morning. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thanks for chatting with me.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. All right, so there you go. Jesse Lee Soffer. Again, he plays Jay Hillstead on NBC Chicago PD. Make sure that you check it out. It's on again tonight with NBC. We'll